You go silent and call it staying calm. Something gets said at dinner and it stings. So you nod and just keep eating. You tell yourself you're being the bigger man, but 2 hours later, you're still not talking and you decided that it's self-control. James Gross and Robert Levenson sat 85 people in front of a film that was hard to watch. One group got told to show no emotion, to keep their faces flat so nobody watching could tell what they were feeling. They didn't feel any better. They felt the same disgust as everyone else. But here's the interesting part. Their heart rates actually slowed, but the stress response underneath it climbed. Jane Richards ran the same setup and then tested what people actually remembered afterward. The ones holding it in remembered less of what was said. So you went quiet to stay in control of the conversation, but you came out of it with a worse account than what it actually was. Then you spent the next 3 days building on that misunderstanding, rehearsing it over and over in your head. Emily Ippett and her colleagues studied 80 couples and found that people can tell. You're running a silence you think she can't see, but it's really the loudest thing at that table. The thing you're protecting her from is the very thing that she's getting. Do that 30 times and she stops bringing things to you. Not because she quit, but because she learned what it costs to raise something with you, and you'll call it peace. There is something else that you can do, though. Say the true sentence while it's still small. One line in the moment. Something like, hey, that stung. Give me a minute. Then come back and finish it before the day ends. Say, here's what I heard. Here's what I made it mean in my head. Tell me if I got that right. Don't go back to win. Go back because your record of what happened might be bad. Half the time, she never meant it the way you took it. You can find that out in 90 seconds, or you can carry it around for a week. Ephesians 4:26 says, don't sin by letting anger control you, and don't let the sun go down while you are still angry. It doesn't ask you not to be angry, but it does give you a deadline to deal with it. An apex operator says the true thing while it's still small, then he comes back and closes it the same night. Save this for the next time it happens. Then send it to a man who might recognize himself.